Hi, everybody. This week you're embarking on a very painful chapter, as if not some of what we've read is pretty painful already. But this one asks us to think about genocide it's currently happening in the world today. And one source that I think I've taken you to is Genocide Watch. You can look up in the text in the URL bar here, the address bar, and just see it's Genocide Watch, all one word, .net. Um, Genocide Watch is a site that is dedicated to hopefully preventing genocide, hopefully making people aware of genocide. And what I'd like you to do on here is to check out sites. What are the latest alerts? What are the latest things that are happening that are calling former U.S. war crimes ambassador calls for an investigation to Yazidi genocide? So you might get an idea of, gee, here's an idea. I could use the Yazidi genocide, and you could do a Google search to see what comes up on that. There's a Yazidi woman escaped sexual slavery by the Islamic State. So you might want to see what's going on with that. You might want to see what's happening in Darfur, although everybody does Darfur. Don't use that. There's a genocide of Christians in the pack of ISIS or ISIL. Same thing, just depends on what people want it to say. This is something that you could zero in on, how they're attacking Christians or how they're attacking other areas. There are things going on in Indonesia that you might want to look at. Okay. Down at the bottom of this page, I see there are links to. Where did it go? Well, it's disappeared. Oh, and the alerts go on. I didn't see that. So there's a lot of things going on in this world that we need to look at and see what's happening with the alerts. They also have it by region, and don't go far back as 13. Use something current. Here are countries at risk, and you can see Syria, of course, Sudan, Iraq, Somalia. I mean, there's a whole bunch here. Okay. There's also a map. Taking a little bit to come up. And the map will show you when you click on these what's going on here. Where you want to start is what is genocide, and because I want you to think about what it is. I want you to look definitely, so you want to read this. What is genocide? What their definition is. You will want to go to the 10 stages of genocide, which I think are an interesting way maybe to explain what you're finding in your research. And then you can just look at this, what they're saying about what's happening, and what happened in the Holocaust. I mean, classification, the first thing they did was define in Nazi Germany what a Jew was. Symbolization, we name it. We name them as Jews or gypsies or whatever we want to attack them. We start discrimination. Remember how they took they give examples of the Nuremberg laws and how they were denied citizenship. That's for another one, but that's happening right now. Dehumanization, we saw a lot of that going on when the Jews were equated with vermin, insects, diseases, those kind of things with the Holocaust. Organization is very organized. Think about how they got them on the trains. They numbered them, got them on the trains, gave them each a number. They used polarization, the propaganda that was used during the genocide. They made plans for this. They persecuted people, and then they exterminate them. And finally, they deny that they've done it. So think about those stages as you're looking at your genocide. Of course, it tells you about the Holocaust. We don't want to use that one. Racism and hate crimes. And then it has different types of genocides right here, aside from making your Google search. Hopefully someday you'll want to be involved in some cause that relates to human rights. It doesn't have to be something here, but I hope this class kind of pushes you on to think about the justice in the world and do something. There are also other sites they can send you to, and there are videos, and if you're more interested, you can contact them. So use this as a resource aside from doing your research on the internet. And basically all I'm asking you to do is to find out, come to some sort of census about what you think it is. Find a genocide. You can use the Delta databases. Use Google. Try the databases, but I think you're going to want to just use Google. And then on the discussion board, you summarize your genocide and discuss why, after the Holocaust, genocides are still allowed to occur. Why is this still happening after all those millions of people died in the Holocaust? They say 6 million died in the Holocaust, but I've talked to Holocaust scholars recently, and they said with the discovery of the killing fields in the Ukraine and other discoveries they're finding, it's 7 million people. And I know it's hard to imagine a million, but it was 7 million people. And then, of course, you respond to a classmate. Just do one, okay? And discuss about why they still occur, and make sure you tell your person, does it fit the genocide description? Hope this helps you get started. If you have questions, you know where to find me.